You don't have to do more to receive more. You don't have to level up. You don't have to make another glow up plan. And you definitely don't have to wake up at 5 or do Pilates every single morning. Like, of course, you can do all of these things, but they are not conditions to you having what you want. And I know this may be hard to believe because everybody out there, like there was all these videos online, there are all these people online telling us that they have found the key, the solution to having what you want, to building that business, writing the book, getting the man. And I'm not saying that these videos, these tips are not valuable, but what I have found is that ultimately, and I know this sounds very cheesy, but ultimately what we need is love to ourselves, to be more kind with ourselves, to be softer with ourselves. And there was this psychologist, what was his name? I never know if it's Carl Rogers or Carl Jung, but he essentially said that there's this curious paradox that only when we accept ourselves as we are, we can actually change. And I found this to be so true. When I was still battling myself, essentially fighting myself and constantly telling myself that I have to be different, that I have to do different things, that I have to be more skinny, more fit, wake up earlier, work harder. Like when I was telling myself all of these things, guess what I didn't do? Any of the things, or I would do them for like a week, maybe 3 weeks at max, and then I'd be burned out, then I would feel demotivated. It would feel like a constant fight. It felt like I was, I could like press myself into the box for a moment. I could get myself to do these things for a moment, but it was really draining my energy because I wasn't doing that from a place of self-love, but I was doing it to then love myself. Do you see the difference in that? It's kind of like, well, am I working out because I like myself, because I love myself, because I want to do good things for myself? Or am I doing that so that I can finally love myself? And so what I have found is that we need to start with the self-love. We need to understand that we are already enough. Who we are is perfect. Who we are is good enough. We need to let go of any story that we've learned over the years that something is wrong with us, that we're too much or too little, too much of the wrong thing and too little of the right thing. Like any of these stories, we need to like untangle and release and realize that we've always been good enough and that there was never anything wrong with us. And only from that point, only from this point of, I am actually perfect, I actually like myself, I actually think I'm beautiful, and nothing needs to change about me. That's when we have the energy to actually pull through with things that are good for us, or pull through even with turning our dreams into reality, because we're no longer doing it from a place of, I need to do that, I need to be that to be good enough. We're already there, we're already feeling good enough. And so, like I said, you don't have to work harder. You don't have to optimize your morning routine more. The only thing you really need, and I know it's easier said than done, but I also know that you can do it, is to love yourself. And I deeply believe we all have that love for ourselves in ourselves. I think secretly we all think we're freaking awesome, but we've just learned to not own that. We've learned to dim our light, to make ourselves smaller. But secretly, somewhere beneath the surface, we know we're amazing. And it's time that we just own that we stand in that boldly, and that we stop doing all of these things to prove to the others and ultimately ourselves that we are good enough. We know that we are, and we drop the fight, we drop the hustle, we drop the forcing. And that's when we can truly receive with ease. This is when magical opportunities just pop up from left and right, because that's what we expect, right? It's like, when I know that I'm good enough, I expect good things for myself. And when I think that I'm not good enough, I'm gonna constantly fight to become better so that then I can receive good things. So when we know that we are good enough, when we know that we are perfect, miraculous things happen. So drop the fight, drop the pressure, drop the I have to be different, because you literally do not. And if you do have any very unhealthy habits that you actually want to change, still start with liking yourself as you are, Because as that guy said, that I don't remember the name of properly, only when we accept ourselves can actually change. I hope that this resonated. I hope that this spoke to your soul. I hope that this landed with you in all the right ways. I know it's the message I so wish I would have heard earlier, because I used to be the biggest hustler. I used to pride myself in being somebody that, you know, always gets the job done and always gets the job done well. And I still kind of am, but I'm doing everything in my life just from an entirely different energy. But yeah, I first had to learn that there's even another way. So I hope that this video did that for you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye.